think we've helped these people just about as much as we can. They're going to need more long-term aid than we can provide on our own.
You're right. We need to ask the other realms to send help, and fast. Another reason to hurry and find a way out of Ganath Haros.
Agreed. We'll start looking for a way out tomorrow. For now, we should spend the day resting up while we can.
What?
What's that noise?
Helfin, this is bad! Look at the sky!
Huh?
What's happening to Rena and Lenegis?
It looks like Lenegis is transforming? But into what? What's going on?
How the hell are we supposed to fight the Renans if they're packing that kind of arsenal?
It seems they've broken their silence at last. My concern is that object they've dropped into the water. It's as if they're driving a literal wedge into Dhana.
Not just into Dhana, but her own resistance too. And what's with that beam of light coming down from above? Got any idea what that could be?
Astral energy.
Are you serious? All of that is astral energy? But that...
It's a lot for sure. Not even all the astral energy harvested by every lord combined compares to that column.
They're trying to squeeze every last bit of energy out of the planet.
But why? I thought they only needed to harvest astral energy as part of the crown contest.
Who cares? If we don't stop it now, the whole of Dhana is going to be hollowed into oblivion.
Oblivion.
Do you think that red woman is behind this?
It certainly wouldn't surprise me. Just as the Sovereign, the Maiden, and all 5 Master Cores are gathered in one location, she appears out of nowhere bearing a 6th core. She then forces the 2 of you to help her assemble the Renis Alma. Just what kind of person is this woman?
You mean you don't know her?
Pardon?
She was there at your palace, wasn't she? I figured you knew who she was.
Are you saying I should be familiar with this woman?
Well, sure. I remember seeing her with you back at Adelina Palace several times. Everyone in the guard always wondered who she was.
Now that you mention it, I remember seeing her with Balsif, too. You saw her, right, Shion? Shion?
Oh, sorry, I drifted off. As far as I remember, the first time I saw her was when we ran into her in Pelegion.
Seriously? How could you two not notice her before? She sticks out like a sore thumb.
I guess I always figured she kept an eye on the lords for the Renin top brass.
You're sure you don't remember ever seeing her before?
I'm certain of it. My memory has never failed me.
But if it's not that, then...
We'll get to the bottom of this later. Right now, that wedge is a bigger concern.
Well, what are we gonna do then? We're not gonna be able to leave Ganath Haros until we come up with a plan, right?
Cislodia lies beyond the northern mountain range.
Yeah, but we haven't found a single route through those mountains while we've been here. And we haven't gotten clues from any of the freed locals either.
Surely there must be a way through. This realm can't have been completely isolated from the rest of the outside world for 300 years. Volron may have simply sealed and hidden it.
Okay, then let's try asking the townspeople again if they know anything. Who knows? We might have missed something the first time around.
Sounds good to me. Better that than trying to build a boat from scratch. Let's start searching.
That must be Rena's true power.
I imagined there would be something, but not to this extent.
What's gonna happen now?
We ask around. Let's do what we can.
Hey, when that wedge dropped down on Dhana, did anyone else see any weird lights shoot out with it?
Indeed. As I recall, it was 4 lights, each one a different color and going in a separate direction.
That's what I saw too. What were they?
Hold on. A lot just happened here, so let's take a minute. For now, let's focus on one thing at a time.
I bet the whole of Dhana's losing its mind right about now.
And just when we'd finished liberating all the realms. So much for things getting somewhere close to normal.
It's too calculated, as if whoever's behind all this was watching us.
The people of Pelegion seem pretty unfazed given the circumstances.
They've yet to get the full range of their emotions back. Maybe it's for the best. Can you imagine the panic otherwise?
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to leave, that's for sure.
Whatever Lenegis is planning, it's a fair bet this wedge they've sent down is just the beginning.
Even now, they're stealing away Dana's astral energy as we speak. Come on, we don't have much time.
Where are these Foreland Mountains exactly?
Those are the mountains you encounter if you walk deep enough into the Lavtu marshlands.
I don't remember there being any sort of path like that around there.
It's possible we overlooked something before. It wouldn't hurt to look again.
Thank goodness we won!
Armored soldiers!
Some of Volron's former guards.
Let's take them out quick before things get messy.
All glory unto Volrod!
Lay down your arms, and no one has to get hurt.
Silence! Traitors like you shall never walk free!
I knew you were stubborn, but you don't have to be so damn dramatic.
A chain between heaven and earth. A wailing banshee of lightning. A chain between heaven and earth.
Force of regeneration!
A wailing banshee of lightning. Divine savior. A chain between heaven and earth. We'll soon see about that.
I'll burn it all! Flaming pillar! Fire!
A chain between heaven and earth.
Take this!
A wailing banshee of lightning. Divine savior. A chain between heaven and earth.
Rollerblade! Rising
A wailing banshee of lightning. Divine savior. A chain between heaven and earth.
Execution!
They're all coming after me.
I'm coming, Manuel.
I'm not scared. I'm totally fine.
No further!
I'm out of ammo. I'm all
Rollerblade.
stuffed up. Annihilate.
You're mine!
What's with the hole here? Is that supposed to be their hideout?
It doesn't look like it's freshly dug, whatever it is. Maybe it's the entrance to a path to Cyslodia. Everything all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Let's go. I don't know when it happened, but we sure are hauling a lot of stuff these days.
I was just thinking the exact same thing. Glad to hear I'm not the only one.
We should probably clear some stuff out, like our old weapons we're not using anymore. They must be in pretty bad shape by now.
No way. Those are still good as new with a little polishing. If anything, I'd say all our armor is what's weighing us down.
But that armor's also still good once you fix it up. Besides, better to have too much armor than too little. You can trust me on that one.
Well, what about all these dumb old antiques we're lugging around? If we sell those off, that should lighten our load.
Simpletons such as yourself who can't appreciate the true worth of such things is how precious art vanishes from history.
Pretty art's not gonna save you in a fight, man.
Stop it, you guys! This is no time to...
All I really meant to say is, you can tell how much we've been through by everything we're carrying around. Honestly, that's all.
Oh.
My deepest apologies. It appears that I may have rather overreacted.
Yeah, I guess it's only natural we'd have so many souvenirs by now. I might have been out of line too.
I guess all this stuff really is a sign of how far we've come together.
Yeah, every little piece is its own treasure filled with memories.
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me. Tell me, Alphen, wherever did you learn how to wield a sword?
I was wondering the same thing too, actually. I'm guessing you knew how to fight before you met the Crimson Crows, right?
I used to be a soldier who served a Dhana master. I never saw the guy's face, but I still fought for him because he was my employer. Looking back, it wasn't all that different from being a slave.
A Dhanan master? That must have been before the Renans brought you to Lenegis 300 years ago.
You must fight using real Dhanan techniques then.
Really? We used to have our own sword arts?
There's a lot of our own history we've lost since the Renans first invaded. It's not all magic and art. I'm sure it includes things like sword styles too. It's incredible and also a little surreal to see those arts still survive after all this time.
Not only that, but I first learned these moves while serving one ruler. only to end up turning my sword on the ruling class altogether. Pretty ironic when you think about it.
I apologize if I dredged up unfortunate memories for you.
Nah, we're good. It's in the past now. All we ever did in those days was stir up trouble.
You're using those skills for a good cause now. It's not all bad.
I suppose this is what people mean when they say that every cloud has its silver lining.
Exactly. He's using those sword skills to make the world better. Could be a lot worse.
True enough. I will stop worrying about mentioning it then.
No wonder we couldn't manage to find them. They've been holed up here all this time, hiding.
The remnants of Volron's forces. You think they were planning an ambush on Pelegion?
Possibly. Then again, knowing how blind their devotion is, maybe they were just waiting.
Waiting? For Volron, you mean?
Even though we already defeated him? But yes, I suppose you're right. For these guys, that would just be a technicality. They act more like worshippers than subjects. They're probably still in denial that he was overthrown in the first place.
Either that, or they were biding their time until the next crown contest. Either way, their allegiance is to their lord.
Who they're convinced and expectant will return. So in the meantime, they wait patiently in preparation for the day that he finally does. That's way more than just loyalty. It's no less than total subjugation.
Discourteous.
Art expert coming through! Burning the flames will roar! Burning strike! Freeze! Blah blah blah! Burning strike! You get the gist! Burning strike! Blah blah blah! Burning strike! You get the gist!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
You get the gist!
Yeah! And pummeling to me!
Blah blah blah! Burning strike! Blah blah blah! Glacial steel! Piercing! You get the gist! Burning strike! You get the gist! Burning strike! You get the gist! Sleep now! Get on in there with...
Onward and upward.
You've noticed it, haven't you?
Notice what?
I'm referring to Shion.
I never thought you, of all people, would come to me about her.
Yes, well, what concerns me has more to do with what machinations may be currently unfolding in secret on Lenegis as we make our way along this tunnel.
And you're saying it's related to Shion in some way?
Perhaps. She believed there was a good possibility that the Renis Alma may free her from her thorns. One would think after losing the Renis Alma, she would be more dismayed, and yet she isn't. Why? There's also the matter of the power that she inherited from...
You heard what she said. She didn't know about the Maiden's power.
Mere ignorance does not preclude her deep connection to the events unfolding around us. You recall when her thorns went rampant in Castle Delpharis. I've never seen dark astral energy manifest in such a way.
I thought you said all Renans had dark astral energy inside of them.
Correct. However, what Shion exhibited was far beyond what any ordinary citizen could ever possibly possess. And let me be clear. I do not intend to cast doubt on Shion or her motives. Nevertheless, I cannot shake the feeling that there's more to all of this than what we currently know. Do you disagree?
Hey, what do you say we fight that shining enemy?
This one will be difficult to predict.
There! This one's mine!
Rising Wyvern!
Searing Splatter Beam!
I'm ready!
I can shatter any steel!
Destruction!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
Stay away from my friends!
I owe you one.
Precipitation! Glacial Spear! Got some lightning!
Rising Wyvern! I'm not
Laser
done!
Field!
Lunarongo! Soaring Light Spear! Finish it!
Radiant Thunder Field!
Bloody howling!
Power of water! Annihilation! Hold on to your turret! Here I come! Thunder Field! Haha! Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
It's obvious that people used to go through here in order to get to the other realms.
You think Volron really did seal it off to keep it hidden then?
Seems like it. Those soldiers we encountered might have known about it, and chosen to hide out here.
But with the entrance collapsed and exposed, they must have been forced to come out of hiding.
Coming through!
Flames will roar!
Resonate with the earth!
In here!
Rising Wyvern!
On your
Sweep now! In here! Here's the evil!
Stalagmite!
Steel! Freeze Lancer! Morph! Stop that!
Come on! You're mine!
Flying spree! Why can't they just sit still?
Shion,
Dohalim!
can you
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around!
Certainly not.
The flames will roar! Burning strike! Magic command!
We turned the tables on them.
There are still more left!
Right, no time to hold back.
They're all coming after me!
I'm coming, Manuel.
I'm not scared! I'm totally fine! Do it!
Looks like it could be worth something.
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Flame of Fury!
Rising Wyvern!
Elusive deity!
Thunder Field! Glacial Spear! Chinese! Is that statue wielding art? Now I've seen everything!
got fire.
I've got them!
I think I'm coming down with something grave.
A chronic inability to read the room.
Criminality, your
Thanks
art
to you, I
cannot
can
fix.
use them.
And I promise I'll always be you.
You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both.
With the earth! Stalagmite! Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
I see supplies and other signs people were living here. Even Zoogle cages.
Definitely looks like this is where the remnants of Volron's forces hold themselves up. Yeah.
They were hiding in a place like this all along. Get lost! A whirling struggle!
Flaming thrust!
Winds of heaven! Burst forth!
Rending you apart!
Cyclone!
Bloody howling!
A whirling struggle! Winds of heaven!
Dare strike me from behind?
Cyclone! Thunder Field! Shining Supernova!
The enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see about that! Up and at 'em! Let's go! Thunder Field! Shining Supernova! Thunder Field! Shining Supernova! By the power of love!
Megasonic thrust! Dragon swarm!
Shining
Catapult!
Could have been worse.